Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Musibully here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome if you're a new viewer. And so, today, if you saw from the title of this video, you'll know that I'm starting a new series. So, in this series, I'm gonna kick it off with saying, thank you so much for all your support. I just can't say how much I appreciate all your likes and views, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. And another thing I want to say is, let's see. I am sorry for that clickbait title that I put up on my funniest thing you've ever seen in Mechwarrior Online video. So the story how it goes is, when I was recording it, I thought it was hilarious that my heat went up crazy fast and I just blew up. But what I was thinking of didn't quite appeal to a lot of you guys, as that video got 3 dislikes so far as of this recording. So yeah, and I'm sorry for the clickbait title. I didn't know it was actually clickbait until my friend told me about it, and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So then I put the not actually in parentheses at the end. So yeah. Anyways, I apologize for that. But now to get into the video. So this series is going to be based on meeting the sniper. Yes. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go over a roleplay of sniper in this part. So this part 1, I might have like 3, maybe 4 parts to this, but for this particular section, it's for, you know, beginners. Well, you don't know, but anyways, this section is going to be for more beginners of this game, people that don't know incredibly a lot about Mechwarrior Online, but know a little that they can play it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about snipers in this section, in this part, like what the phases of the game, and what you're going to be doing during those phases, and lots more. So just stay tuned for this, and yeah. So first up, there are 3 phases of the game. First phase is okay, sorry, let me start from something that you guys might understand. So if you go to the quick play right here, right, you click on that, it says searching, right? I'm going to cancel it. But if you go to quick play, you search, right, and you enter a match, you choose the map that you want to go into, and then you vote on the game mode, right, and then you get into the game. Now, what happens is, once you get into that game, in any game actually, there are, in quick play, I'm just going to talk about quick play right now, there are 3 phases of the battle, okay, that are very broad. So first phase, well, this is how I like to think of it. Others might think of it differently, but for me personally, this is how I like to explain it. First phase is the tactical grouping and decision, and whether you're gonna flank one way or another, or you're gonna go straight down the middle, or dig in and defend, or you know, things like that, or just wait something out. So that's the first phase. That's the planning phase. That's the get into position, decide on what you're gonna do. That's all about teamwork. Okay. First phase is very important on teamwork. And so second phase. The second phase requires you to actually have the action. So that's the fighting section. That's when mechs will be exchanging fire. That's when people make the decisive move. That's when towards the end of the second phase, the push, everything. That's teamwork. Everything needs to go into the execution of the abilities of your mechs and pilots. So say I am on a team where we have maybe 4 people on mics who have reasonable amount of skill, who know what they're doing, right? And you say, okay guys, let's call for a push. We're gonna have Alpha Lance, so light mechs and medium mechs, push around to the left. We're gonna have our Bravo Lance, so maybe mediums and heavies, push around to the right, and we'll have our assaults just push straight through. We could have that, or we could have a just straight up push, nothing, we'll just focus fire. Something like that, okay? Now, that happens, and then there's a third phase. So whatever team survives that push, or that decisive moment in the game, whatever team survives that and it has more players standing, and that's the roundup phase. So say there's like 2 light mechs left, right? So they're just running around, or say there's a sniper on the enemy team, and he's running around trying to shoot you guys and try to stay alive as long as possible. What you guys are going to be doing is you guys are going to be trying to, you know, track him and kill him, track him down. So basically what's going to happen is that's the phase where you're just going to try and hunt. Takes a long time sometimes, or very quickly, depending on what types of mechs you have left. Now I'm going to go, now that you guys know the phases of the game, on how I think of it, I'm going to explain the sniper, okay? Because those phases of the game are going to help out your understanding of what's going on. Okay, first thing, what is the sniper? The sniper is a mech that can have weapons that are long-range weapons, and they can support their teammates. Now, sniper mechs are usually able to have, if it has ballistics, sniper mechs are able to have the right amount of mobility, right? A right speed amount of mobility. Otherwise, you're not going to be getting to place from place to place very fast. And you want to be efficient with your movement, right? So you want to know where you're going, find the best perches, good sniping spots, things like that, right? Now, you want to have a good idea of how much ammo, if you're going to have ballistics, right? How much ammo you're going to have, and I'll talk about that later. If you're having lasers, right, have the right amount of heat sinks to make up for that heat, because you want to be able to fire enough to support your team, right, without overheating. And yeah, so you want to be very very careful of how you make your build. Armor, you don't have to be huge on that, as you are going to be fighting from maybe third line, second line. After all, you are a sniper, so you are kept away from combat mostly. I mean, people will try to shoot you, but then once they're distracted, you can call in a push, right? Anyways, so I'll talk about that later in different parts of this, but yeah. So, designing, what are you going to exactly put on your mech, right? So, this is basic, very basic. This is a trial mech. It's a Shadowcat Prime champion variant. Now, this mech, the reason why I chose it is because, you know, it's a mech that anyone can use. It's a trial mech, so you don't have to go out and buy anything, make it fancy, right? So yeah. Now, if you look at this mech, see its armor, right? It has a decent amount of armor. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's good to keep it into a fight, right? Now, for me personally, this mech can be used as a sniper and can be used as a second. It can be used as a support mech, right? So you stay right behind an assault mech or a heavy mech, and you poke out when they poke out, and you shoot, and then you poke back into cover, right? And then you hide back into cover, right? Because it has armor, so it can defend itself. Now, another thing you might be thinking of is, well, it just has 2 large pulse lasers, right? Not a lot, but when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, if you're sniping, right, and it's all on one side, that means you can just poke your right side out, shoot a little, and poke back into cover. So it's a very Pop-Tarty kind of way, if you want to think about it that way. Anyways, it has 3 clan double heat sinks. I have no idea how in the engine. There's 10 in the engine, so yeah. It has jump jets. That's very good for mobility. It lets you get from, you could jump on a building, use that as a sniping perch. it's very great. Jump jets are very good in sniper builds and are good for lights and medium mechs. Heavies and assault, it helps assaults get up to places like if you're trying to hop up a hill but it won't let you, so you can just jump jet up the hill, things like that, right? Now, 3 clan double heat sinks, that makes up for these 2 large pulse lasers, because the 2 large pulse lasers, they're very good at keeping the, I don't want to say that. Yeah. Anyways, so this is a very actually powerful build. I have played with this many times, like 8 games I think, just as an experiment. And yeah, it's a very powerful build if you use it right, and you have to find a good perch for yourself, and it works great. Or you don't even have to snipe with this build, because it's very good at moving around. It's very mobile. It has mask, so you can get from place to place very fast. It's a good scout mech, and it's a very powerful sniper. Alright, so that'll be probably it for this episode. I don't want to drag it out too long. Remember, this is only just like showing you an idea of what you'll be doing. But yeah. Oh, actually, no, one more thing. This is not the end. Not quite. So hang in there. What will you be doing as a sniper in the 3 phases that I mentioned earlier? Can you remember them? They are the the group phase. It's when it's a tactical phase, right? That's when you're talking with your teammates, everything like that. Second phase is when you are actually fighting, when you have that decisive moment in the game when it can either go your way or the enemy's way. And the third phase is the roundup phase. It's finishing up, tracking down those last enemies, the ones that have run away at least. And sometimes the second and third phase start and end very quickly, depending on if the opponents make a rash move or you guys make a rash move. So yeah, everything just folds into each other one way or another. Anyways, what will you be doing as a sniper, right? So, first wave, you will provide cover to your teammates and try to scrape off armor of the other mechs of the enemy. Distract them while your team gets into place. Don't stay in one place too long. Move from place to place, and then once your team has finally got into a good spot where they can hold, you're gonna move around and find a spot that you like and that works to your benefit, and that way you can keep up good fire support and have cover to be able to stay behind while the enemy keeps shooting back at you, right? So that's the first phase. And then the second phase, you're shooting, you're poking out, you're shooting them, the enemy, just basic fire support. And then the third wave, it's really nothing special. I mean, if you could, you're probably like a lookout. If you're on a high enough perch, you can find where the enemy is, and then you can direct your team to it. And yeah, so anyways, I think I covered that I think I covered most of that. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry if this wasn't too in-depth. I just wanted to get a little something started. And yeah, so stay tuned for the next episode, which should be posted shortly after this one comes out. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day.